Hi Scorpio, welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl and we're going to do what Spirit wants you to know. It's my favorite reading, and the reason is because we're not asking any questions. We just want to know, what do you want us to know, Spirit? So without further ado, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my friends born under the sign of Scorpio. Please show us clearly what is your message for Scorpio? I'm sorry, I'm kind of giggling to myself a little bit because I'm just realizing that I normally do like all the water signs together, all the air signs together, and so. I just realized that I did Pisces, Capricorn, and Scorpio instead of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Isn't that wild? I wonder why I did that. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly what is your message for Scorpio as we move forward into the month of March for the coming weeks. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is your message for Scorpio as we move forward in the month of March. Scorpio, current energy, messenger of fire. What is crossing you? Messenger of earth. Okay. Your underlying energy, temptation. Your recent past, fortune's wheel. Your crowning energy, wow, queen of water. It's your girl. Your near future, messenger of water. I love it. Okay, and your attitude toward all of this going on, 5 of water. Okay. Your outside influence, king of earth. Your hopes and fears, 2 of fire. And your outcome, 5 of air. Okay. So Scorpio, let's look at this. Messenger of fire is like your current energy, where Spirit's seeing you currently. This is the same as the Knight of Wands, okay? So it's almost like you've got this playful, passionate, purposeful thing that you're wanting to move toward, or you're feeling that way and wanting to move towards something, right? What is crossing you is the messenger of earth, which is the same as the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is what they call the slowest moving knight in the deck. So the crossing card for me can either move you forward or hold you back. So it's like this right here. If you move too slow, you might miss an opportunity, but if you move too fast ahead, you might skip a step or something. So I feel like they're saying, as you move forward, take into consideration the characteristics of this Knight of Pentacles, and remember that there are steps to be taken, right? But this messenger right here, she's not only playful and passionate and purposeful, she's very, very guided. They're reminding me to look at this light right here, right? And to look at her crown is actually like a candelabra, and the lights from the candelabra are representative of the connection with Spirit. So I feel like it's like, and whenever I say spirit, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you have some kind of spiritual thing going on, but we are spirit, right? So it's like she moves through life with passion and purpose, and feeling the feels of who she is, not gender specific. And I feel like this is saying, remember, there's processes and steps, and also take into consideration that whenever this one gets done, what they have built is very solid and very long lasting. And the other thing that they were saying is and if you move forward without thinking about the things of this one, you may skip a step. And again, this is a general reading and a collective reading. So general means that it's not specific to love, work and money, or relationships. It's general to you in your life, so you apply it where it fits. Don't try to make it fit anywhere, but wherever you're feeling it fits, that's where you apply it. The collective means that there's, I don't know how many Scorpios on the planet, but not all of you are going through the same exact thing at the same time. So if it's not resonating, check out your moon and rising signs also. Your underlying energy is temptation, okay? So, and your recent past, and for me, recent past is anywhere 5 minutes to 5 years, but your recent past is fortune's wheel. So I feel like something happened in the past and you maybe felt like this was absolutely right. It was everything it was supposed to be. But now you're starting to, temptations is about the things that we walk out in our life, right? It's a earthly attachments. Sometimes it's attachments to bad thoughts, bad ideas. And whenever I say bad thoughts, I mean like self-sabotaging thoughts and things like that. Sometimes it has to do with addiction and stuff like that. And you've kind of been, I feel like you've kind of been not battling, but overcoming some of that stuff. Overcoming the idea that things have to be a certain way, or that whatever those self-sabotaging thoughts are for you, or whatever those addictive habits are for you, or whatever, you've been overcoming it by focusing on your heart. You see that bite out of the apple, it's in the shape of a heart. You've been overcoming it by staying connected to your heart, right? This connection, again, there's that connection. So Scorpio, you're definitely a water sign, but you've got some passion, you've got some fire right here. Your crowning energy is, I feel like this is definitely your higher self saying, focus on your higher self. Focus on that self-love. Focus on that understanding of not letting self-sabotaging thoughts guide you. But I feel like that's why that card's showing up as your underlying energy, because this is something that you have been working on. So the crowning energy for me is your guides, your angels, your archangels, your Holy Spirit, and your higher self. So this is your crowning energy. It's like you are the focus right now. With this Queen of Water showing up, you are the focus. And whenever I say that, I just wrote down, just right before I started your reading, self-worth versus self-absorption. Sometimes, Scorpio, we can be afraid to put ourselves first because we think other people might think we're being selfish or we're too self-absorbed. But we also need to understand that we're valuable and we need to love ourselves and nurture ourselves in a way that that honors who we are, because we can do things for other people and we can put other people ahead of us all day long. But if we're doing it from an empty cup, if we're doing it from an empty heart, it's empty, whatever it is that we're doing or giving, right? Because there's nothing, you can't give from a cup that's not got something in it. So this is about remembering to self-nurture, remembering your own value. And here we have, gosh, Scorpio, this is like a crazy reading for you. And whenever I say that, it's because I always think of Scorpio as really not in their field so much. Even though you're a water sign, I feel like you're a little more like those things are hidden deep within you, right? So, but this is really about you getting in touch with that part of yourself. We are in retrograde for a few more days, but we're not going to be in retrograde for the rest of the month. I think retrograde ends on the 10th. And whenever there's a retrograde, it's about revisiting things, right? But also the other thing is the retrograde is in your sign of it's actually in the sign of Pisces right now, but it's the water sign, so it's about deep emotions. So perhaps there's some things that they are trying to work out in you to help move you forward and understand your worth, because this is your near future. And this is, whenever I look at this card, I see her, it's like she looks in the mirror and this is who she sees. This is who she thinks she is. She thinks that she's small and she thinks that she's irrelevant. And Scorpio, Spirit saying, no, we're going to flip that for you, because You should look in the mirror and see this. This is who you are. You are adorned. You are worthy. You have love to offer whenever you allow yourself to receive the love also. Like the messenger of water, you've got 3 messengers here. So you're moving. There's something moving in your life, and I feel like it's more of an internal move for you. But this is about moving into self-love, moving into understanding your value, Scorpio, as you move forward. Yeah. They're wanting you to remember that your value has nothing to do with what's going on around you. Your value has to do with who you are, not what you are. It has to do with, and I don't mean who you are like somebody's dad or somebody's mom. I mean who you are. Uh, 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 um, mm, Shoot, I'm sorry. It has to do with who you are. Like you are um, a part of the Creator, created in the image of the Creator of the world, right? You are a spark of the Creator. I mean, it's like there's something here saying that somewhere along the way you've forgotten about that somehow. And as you're going to move forward in this way, they're saying, whatever this is that you're wanting to move forward, this passionate, whatever it is that you're wanting to move forward with, it's not about you having to do it by yourself. And you don't have to prove anything. Wow. Okay, that's real important for somebody. Here's your attitude toward all this. You're wanting to get rid of these emotions. You're wanting to release them. And Spirit's saying that's exactly what we want you to do. We want you to process them and release them. Process them and release them. Hold on to the understanding, the emotion, the unconditional love for yourself and all that. But these other things that you've been overcoming, I feel like it's time to release them. Truly release them and let them go because they're not serving you. And see this big old black heart? It's like you're ready for that heart to be open. That's where you are. You're ready for that heart to be open. You're ready to be able to walk into the direction of your heart versus what somebody else thinks is the right thing for you. I hope I'm making sense because it's like swirling in my mind right now. It's like it's going around and around. It's like all these words are coming in and out of my space right here. Okay, so this is your outside influence. It's the king of earth, okay? It's odd to me. It's not really odd at all that you're being crossed with the messenger of earth and your outside influence is the king of earth, okay? So there may be an older earth sign in your space, in your environment, right? That is trying to rein you in or get you in line or have you walk the line or something like that. And I feel like it's an older energy. Maybe it's a dad or maybe it's a former boss or an old friend or something like that. But it's almost like, and I'm not feeling it. It's not negative, like they're not out there putting curses on you, but it's almost like they're holding you back. It's like they're trying to pull you back. And this is very different than, okay, it doesn't matter, Cheryl. It's almost like they're trying to help you understand that, it has to be this way. Remember I said this can either hold you back or it can move you forward. And I said, remember sometimes if you don't slow down, you'll skip some steps. So there's some balance there, but this one, I feel like this one is saying, not only don't slow down because you'll skip some steps, but don't even go that way. That's for somebody out there. This is an older earth energy influence. So your hopes and fears are the Two of Wands. This is about you making a choice. It's like you want to make this choice. You want to do what's right for you. But because your soul is saying, don't forget you. So this is your crowning energy saying, right, don't forget you. And walk forward. This is your crowning energy. This is your hopes and fears. Right, don't forget you. You want to walk forward in your light. See the light in the front? But you are being very, not necessarily, like you're not gun shy about moving forward, but you're being practical about it. See, this giraffe is not in motion. So it's like you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're letting it work itself out for you. And you know that you are guided by spirit, right? You know that. So your hope is that you're going to do the right thing for you, and your fear is that you want. But Spirit's saying, we're here with you to move forward and do what's absolutely right for you. Your outcome is you're not going to be defeated. This is the Five of Air, which is the same as the Five of Swords. But in the Tarot, the Five of Swords is about defeat and conflict and stuff like that. This is not. This is about rising above it. This is about making peace with all of that stuff and actually gracefully overcoming it and being on top of it. So Scorpio, whatever it is that you're going through, it feels like a little bit of struggle as you're moving, but you have some energies here that are telling me that you're going to come out on top of this. That's not going to be an issue. So look forward to loving yourself. Look forward, move forward from a place of love. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my Scorpio friends. Show us clearly what is, sorry, can't take it, not done praying. Show us clearly what is the PS for our Scorpio friends as we move through the coming weeks of March. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS, please? Victory. See, that this was, I said, you're going to overcome it. Whatever this is that you're moving through. And it's not drastic. It's like this inner struggle, but you do have this outside influence trying to give you direction in a very, very conservative way. And so this is, you're going to overcome this, whatever it is. You have victory here. Also, look, there's that Page of Cups. So this is like a message of a new life. You're going to gift yourself the gift of self-worth. You're going to give that to yourself, that self-love, right? You're going to allow yourself to do that. This right here, this worry, I feel like they're saying, this is unfounded worry. It's that being in your head kind of worry about things that you don't even need to worry about. Kara Sargent, she is a licensed professional counselor that I had on Roundtable one morning, it was one Saturday morning, and she said her favorite 3 letters are FCC. If I can't fix it, change it, or control it, I release it. And that's a really good, for me, I think that's a really good piece of advice for us when we get caught up right here. Can I fix it? Can I change it? Can I control it? No. Okay, I'm going to release it because it holds us back whenever we do that. So let's get your theme, your overall theme for the month of March. God, guides, angels, or while I'm shuffling, I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. Thank you for ringing my bell, all that stuff, to get the notifications. And if you're a passerby, and whether you engage or you don't engage, thank you for spending time with the Spirit Mail community. Really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys, all of you. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly what is the theme, the overall theme for the month of March as it relates to Scorpio. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Oh my gosh, Scorpio, this is the perfect, with this reading, this is the perfect card. I love this card. It's called the Bone Collector. We actually pulled it Saturday morning in the Round Table Collective. So I love it. It is called the Bone Collector, and based on the other information you're reading, I don't think there could be a more perfect card. Okay, it says, you are whole and have everything you need within you. Y'all, please forgive my nails. I did not do my nails this morning yet, or over the weekend. And they're yellow because I use red polish all the time. When the Bone Collector appears, she's asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to believe a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or expect to be criticized. Scorpio, no matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. And that's where you are. You're ready to let it all go. Scorpio, I love this message for you. I love you. Thank you for stopping in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a super duper day.